Alright, I got my hat on, I got my N7 armor on. Let's get ready to talk about gaming, guys. Oh, and Konami, I hope you enjoy that big fat check of 0 from the copyright claim that you gave and said that you'd be running adverts. You're not getting much probably from last Tuesday's video. But if you want to help Konami in their time of needs, how about giving us a subscribe?
Mad Mikey Gaming.
G'day all you mad gamers out there. Guess what? I'm Mad Mikey and I come from the bloody land down under. And in today's gaming news reactions and opinions, the show where we talk about what's going on in this beautiful gaming world out there. And as a gamer, I have feelings and opinions about all these things, so I'm ready to talk about them. But if you're looking for a video, something like this. Oh my god! Legit, that is awesome, man! Oh my god, I can't believe it! Probably not the channel for you. Now, as I said on last Tuesday's video, I think I'm running the fear of turning this into some CD Projekt Love show. You know what I'm talking about? Because that seems to be all the big gaming news there is out there at the moment. But I'm not going to complain. I love CD Projekt Red. Boom, 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 boom. But it's not really gaming news. The news is that the script for the pilot for the Netflix Witcher TV series is finished. Yes, it's party time. Excellent. Jeez, I'm just going a bit nuts these days, aren't I? The writer, Lauren Hisrich, who is responsible for the Daredevil series and the Defenders last season, has finished. She's completed the pilot script, and with it has come a little bit of information. Now, I'm not just going to put it all up all over the screen and everything like that here for you guys, but there are a lot of little bit of interesting tidbits there. If you don't, go follow Lauren over at L Hisrich over on Twitter. She keeps everybody updated like almost daily, the poor thing. She's really embracing this role as the writer of this legendary character, and in part of sort of letting everybody know that the script is ready, she has sort of gone out there and told us, or sort of left some cliff notes about some of the characters who may or may not be appearing in the Witcher TV series. Now, obviously, Geralt is going to be the show's main runner, but she's also commented that there's going to be Yennefer, Ciri, Milva, Regis, and my boy, Roach. Roach will be possibly showing up in this. Now, these are all cliff notes, and over on Twitter, she has sort of said that he may not be, or all these characters that she's been talking about may not actually be in the show. If we read down, all the way down here, all through the hate, there's a lot of people hating on her. I do not understand why. Somebody, Mitaus, can't pronounce his name, I'm very sorry, dude. They've said, okay then, all the characters that you've described recently on Twitter, have you already planned to put them in the series, or are they just going, or is it all just fun thing to do on Twitter and it's not confirming anything? Lauren then sort of came out and said, I've only really confirmed 2 things, which are Geralt will be a man. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And the show won't be watered down. So, shot down. Where this goes from here, it by no means necessarily means that the show is going to be coming out anytime soon. They've obviously just presented the script. They're going to see if it's all right. She has sort of noted that there has been quite a few different variations of the pilot episode script, and hey, they're taking their time with it. Although it does seem like it is coming pretty soon, I'd still be pretty excited about the whole thing. I'm really excited about this, guys. You know that I'm a big CD Projekt Red fan. I talk about it, as it seems like, every video as of late. And I'm really interested to see, because it's obviously based off of the books. I myself have only just really started reading the books. I'm terrible at reading books. whenever I start reading a book, I start to fall asleep. It's not that it's boring, it just feels like it's bedtime. I don't know if that's because when I was a child, you used to get stories read to you to go to sleep. But when I read a book, I generally make it about 2-3 pages and I'm like, oh. Not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight indeed. But I'm really looking forward to this. Just follow her if you're after more information. I definitely do. It's looking really good. All the cliff notes are there for all the main characters, and it actually sounds really exciting. The main one that's really different on there is Roach, which is actually described as really annoyed with this game because we can't pretend all roaches are the same. So she'd prefer someone singularity and individual recognition instead of being all lumped together by blasphemy horsist people. I don't know if that was a joke, but hey, yeah. Is Roach going to be the character or the horse? That's a thought to go home with, isn't it? And in the last bit of today's gaming news, guys, PlayStation Plus lineup for March has been released, and it is a goddamn beauty. Bloodborne, Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 4. You could just stop right there, couldn't you? And that's what I think is going to feed into a bit of the plan. But over on PlayStation 3, you can get The Legend of Kay and Mighty Number 9, which isn't the best reviewed game out there in the last 6 months. But hey, it's free, so you get to try it and see if it's as bad as everybody says. And they're also bringing out on PlayStation Vita Claire, the extended edition, and Bombing Busters, which is very much like a Bomberman style of game. Now, the main news here is that Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank are free for subscribers on there. 2 amazing games that if you don't already own, I think you should really get into that, because that's your money made back already for this year so far. But on top of that, PlayStation has come out and said that as of March next year, so there's still another year, they'll no longer continue on with giving out PlayStation 3 and Vita games. Now, I understand the PlayStation 3 side of things, I really do. But the Vita, I just don't get it. Like, they give up on it. I mean, they have been giving it a bit of support, obviously, with this PlayStation Plus, but obviously they're not making any money off of this anymore. In my humble opinion, they gave up on the Vita way too early, and their first problem was that they said that you needed the proprietary PlayStation overpriced memory card to play their games. Where it's a portable game, you should be able to just put in whatever you like so that you can buy their games straight through them online and just have a handful of games ready for you to go. That was their first mistake. But there is some silver lining on this. Whilst, as I said, I do understand that like PlayStation 3 needs to come to an end, they're only going to be giving out games on the PlayStation 4, which I think is going to then, in theory, mean that they can give you better quality PlayStation 4 games. Because definitely if they don't, I think there's going to be a big uproar about this whole PlayStation Plus pricing and everything. But they definitely haven't sort of said anything about the prices changing due to the fact that they are removing these from it. But obviously time will tell. It's still a year away. But I think this is a little teaser saying, hey, if we don't have to give you all these other games, you're going to be able to get, you know, higher class of games given out to you. Not that they don't give you some really good games every now and then. They just sometimes give you really good games and give you a bit of a string of subpar games. But hey, we can't really complain all that much, can we? Can we? But I'm excited to see what this happens. I mean, obviously Xbox is going to still be able to continue giving out Xbox 360 games through backwards compatibility, so you'll be getting 4 games over there instead of 2 of the PlayStation. But you know what? Haters gonna hate. I think that it's got to come to an end at some point, really, doesn't it? But let me know in the comments down below if you're a PlayStation subscriber and if you actually what your feelings are on this whole thing. But guys, that's it for today's show. I hope you've enjoyed it. You'll see me later on probably streaming some Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast. Anywhere, here, Twitch, Mixer, wherever you like to watch it. But until then, guys, enjoy the games that you are playing, and I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.